All right, guys. Finally here. I was just at spring training not too long ago, and we are getting into some MLB action. Finally, opening day, Thursday. Can't wait for it. And we're going to begin with the Orioles taking on the Yankees, 105 Yankee Stadium, Eastern Standard Time. The Yankees open the betting as the $2.65 favorite, total at 9. And since those markets opened this one up, big move toward the Yankees. They're up to 325. So once again, New York open 265, up to minus 325, totals at 9. Baltimore's plus 275 on the money line. We have Cashner for Baltimore, Tanaka for the Yanks. New York is 5-2 against the spread in their last 7, taking on Baltimore. And of course, when it comes to baseball, when I refer to the spread, I'm actually referring to the run line. So if you hear me say ATS or against the spread, I'm talking about the run line. So New York 5-2 on the run line in their last 7, taking on Baltimore. 6-1 straight up in those 7 games. Baltimore is 16-3 to the over in their last 19 in Yankee Stadium. Give me the Yankees minus 1.5, getting the job done on the run line, and the over 9 runs in that matchup there. Next game, Mets, Nats. 105 first pitch in the nation's capital. Washington open 130, up to minus 135. Totals at an even 7 runs. The Mets are plus 115 on the money line. Jake DeGrom projected to start for the Mets. Max Scherzer probable for Washington. Now Washington is just 3-8 in their last 11 run line plays at home, taking on the Mets. They're also just 3-6 straight up in their last 9 at home, taking on the Mets as well. Meanwhile, New York is 5-2 straight up, taking on Washington in their last 7 at any location. So I know that sounds convoluted, but the Mets kind of having Washington's number as of late, and when of course I'm referring to last season. Now total-wise, the Mets are 8-4 to the over in their last 12 in Washington. I think the Mets can get the job done under DeGrom. I'm going to take Jake DeGrom plus $1.15, getting the W. I'm also going to lean toward the over 7 runs in that matchup there. Next game, Cardinals, Brewers. Another good one, 2:10 Eastern first pitch in Milwaukee. The Brewers are minus 115, totals 8.5. Right now the Cards are minus 105 on the money line themselves. We have Miles Mikolas for St. Louis, Jhoulys Chacin for Milwaukee. If you like Milwaukee in this matchup, might not be a bad spot for you. St. Louis is just 1-4 straight up in their last 5, taking on Milwaukee. Now the Brewers, they've been getting the job done over the Cards, but not by much. They've been close games, and they're actually just 5-13 in their last 18 run line plays at home, taking on the Cards. When it comes to scoring, the Cards are 4-2 to the under in their last 6 in Milwaukee. So with all that in mind, I'm actually going to lean Brewers minus 115 in a tight one, and the under 8.5 runs in that matchup there. Next game, Braves, Phils, 305 Citizens Bank Park. The Phils opened 165, total at 7.5, and the Phillies are taking money. 15-cent move toward the Fightins. They're now 180. So once again, Philadelphia opened 165, up to minus 180. Totals at 7.5 runs. Right now, Atlanta's plus 160 on the money line. We have Tehran projected on the mound for Atlanta. Aaronola for the Fightins. Atlanta is 5-2 straight up in their last 7, taking on the Phillies. Philadelphia is 4-1 to the under in their last 5, taking on Atlanta. I think Atlanta can keep it close. I'm not sure if they'll win it outright, but I think they'll keep it within 2 runs. Give me the Bravos plus 1.5, and the under 7.5 runs in that matchup there. Next game, Tigers, Blue Jays. 3:37 Eastern first pitch in Toronto. The Jays are minus 160, totals 8.5. Detroit's plus 140 on the money line. Zimmerman for Detroit, Stroman for Toronto. If you like Toronto in this matchup here, might be not as easy as you think. Detroit is 6-1 against the spread in their last 7, taking on Toronto. They're also 6-1 in their last 7 run line plays in Toronto. The Jays are 8-3 to the under in their last 11 at home, hosting Detroit. Give me the Tigers, plus 1.5. Getting the job done on the run line. And the under 8.5 runs in that matchup there. Next game, Astros, Rays, 333 Tampa Bay. Houston open 110 up to 115, total 6.5. Very low total there. Tampa Bay plus 105 on the money line. Justin Verlander for Houston. Blake Snell for Tampa Bay. Tampa 7-3 straight up in their last 10, taking on Houston. 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 at home, taking on the Astros as well. Now, when it comes to the total, Houston's 5-1 to the under in their last 6, taking on the Rays. Give me Toronto plus 105 and a little bit of an upset, and the under 6.5 runs in that matchup there. Next game, Cubbies, Rangers, 333 Texas. The Cubbies open 130 down to minus 120. Once again, the Cubbies open 130 down to minus 120. Totals at 9.5. Texas plus 105 on the money line. Leicester for Chicago, minor for Texas. The Rangers are 1-4 straight up in their last 5, taking on the Cubs. Chicago's 8-1 to the under in their last 9, taking on Texas. They're also 5-1 to the under in their last 5 in Arlington. Give me the Cubbies minus 120 and the under 9.5 in that matchup there. Next game, Angels, Athletics, 407 Oakland. The A's open 130 down to minus 115, totals at 9. The Angels are plus 105 on the money line. We have Cahill for the Angels, Mike Fiers for Oakland. The Angels have failed to cover in 4 out of their last 5 run line plays, taking on Oakland. They're also 1-4 straight up in their last 5 in Oakland. The A's are 5-0 to the over in their last 5, taking on the Angels. Give me Oakland minus 115 and the over 9 runs in that matchup there. Next game, Pirates, Reds. 4:10 Eastern first pitch in Cincinnati. The Reds open 130 down to $1.25. Totals 8.5. Pittsburgh's plus 105 on the money line. Tyon is projected for Pittsburgh. Castillo probable for the Reds. Pittsburgh's 8-1 straight up in their last 9, taking on Cincinnati. 5-1 straight up in their last 6 in Cincinnati. The Reds are 5-2 to the over in their last 7, hosting Pittsburgh. Give me the Buccos plus 105 and the over 8.5 in that matchup there. Next game, Giants, Pods, 4:10 Eastern first pitch in San Diego. The Padres are $1.15, totals 8. San Fran's minus 105 on the money line. We have Mad Bumgarner projected on the bump for San Fran. We have Lauer projected on the bump for San Diego. San Fran 7-3 straight up in their last 10, taking on the Padres. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 in San Diego. The Pods are actually 17-8 in their last 25 run line plays at home, taking on the Giants. When it comes to the total, San Diego's 7-3 to the under in their last 10, taking on San Fran. So I think we'll see a close game here. San Diego might keep it within a run or 2. They'll certainly keep it close, in my opinion, here. But I think San Fran will get the job done. Give me Madison Bumgarner, minus 105, getting the W, and the under 8 runs in that matchup there. Next game, Indians, Twins. 4:10 Eastern first pitch in Minnesota. The Indians open 135 down to minus 115, total 7.5. Minnesota's minus 105 on the money line. Kluber projected for Cleveland. Berrios on the bump for Minnesota. Cleveland's 4-1 straight up in their last 5, taking on the Twins. 14-6 straight up in their last 20 in Minnesota. The Twins are just 3-6 ATS in their last 9, taking on Cleveland. When it comes to the total, Minnesota's 8-3 to the under in their last 11, taking on the Indians. Give me the Indians minus 115 and the under 7.5 runs in that matchup there. Next game, Rockies, Marlins, 4:10 Miami. Colorado's open 130 up to minus 140, totals at 8. Miami's plus 120 on the money line. Freeland projected for Colorado. Urania projected for Miami. Miami was horrible under Urania last year. Colorado on their side of things, just 1-5 against the spread in their last 6, taking on Miami. So I don't think it's going to be a complete blowout here. Colorado is 5-0 to the under in their last 5 in Miami. I think Colorado should get the job done. Not a whole lot of value on this play here, but I'll take Colorado minus 140 in the under 8 runs in that matchup there. Next game, D-backs, Dodgers, 333 LA. The Dodgers open 150 up to 155, total 7.5. Right now, Arizona's plus 135 on the money line. Greinke is projected for Arizona. Ryu projected for the Dodgers. Arizona's 5-1 in their last 6 run line plays, taking on the Dodgers in Los Angeles. The Dodgers are just 1-6 ATS in their last 7 at any location, taking on Arizona. When it comes to the total, LA's 4-1 at the under in their last 5 at home, taking on Arizona. Give me the Diamondbacks plus 1.5, getting the job done on the run line, and the under 7.5 runs in that matchup there. Next game, White Sox, Royals. Good one, that's a doozy. 333 Kansas City. The Royals open 105 up to minus 110. Totals 8.5. White Sox are minus 110 as well. Pretty much a pick'em contest here. We have Rodon for the White Sox, Keller for the Royals. The White Sox are 17-8 against the number. In their last 25 versus Kansas City, 12-2 in their last 14 run line plays in Kansas City. Meanwhile, the Royals are 5-1 to the under in their last 6, taking on the White Sox at home at Kauffman Stadium. Give me the White Sox minus 110 in the under 8.5 in that matchup there. Next and final game, it is going to be Red Sox, Mariners 708 Seattle. Boston open 215 all the way down to minus 180. Totals at 7. Seattle's plus 155 on the money line. We have Sale for Boston, Gonzalez for Seattle. Boston's 4-2 ATS in their last 6, taking on Seattle. The Mariners are 11-4 to the under in their last 15, taking on Boston. Give me the Red Sox minus 1.5 and the under 7 runs in that matchup there.